Welcome to DiversityMBAPrep.com. I'm Nicole Lindsay, and today we're talking about your personal brand. Personal brand is an interesting topic to cover within the context of the MBA admissions process because personal brand is so much bigger than business school. It incorporates your work life, your social life, your family life, your volunteer life. It is the substance of who you are, how that is communicated out to others, and then how they receive that. So it's so much bigger than business school. So if you take away nothing else, it's that you are not going to be able to share all of who you are with an admissions committee. There's just not enough space in an application or time for them to interact with you, for them to get all that. So they're only going to get a slice of who you are, but hopefully they can get the best parts of you and find themselves in a position where they want to learn more. Your personal brand is made up of 3 parts: your product, trademark, and marketing. The product is you. It's the knowledge, skills, and experiences that you've amassed at this point in your life. So your product will continue to evolve. Hopefully it will improve as you have more experiences. Your trademark is what makes you unique. I don't want you to get too hung up in trying to figure out what makes you different from anyone else on the planet. That is challenging. If you already know that, God bless you. But instead, think about the traits that endure from situation to situation. So when you think about your work life to your social life to your volunteer life, your family life, what are the traits that continue to show up? So often we act differently or interact differently with people in each of those settings, but what are the things that are really consistent across the board? That'll give you a really good glimpse and clue into what makes you unique and what makes you authentically you. The last piece is around marketing. It's how you communicate the product and the trademark. How do you talk about yourself? How do you carry yourself? How do you present yourself to others? Marketing comes in the form of your actions as well as inaction. When thinking about personal brand within the MBA admissions process, there are a couple of things that I'd like you to remember. The first is that you want to be authentic. It's important that your message and your marketing of who you are is consistent with actually who you are. That it reflects the product and the trademark that makes up you, and that it's not something that's just kind of pulled out of thin air because you think that's what an admissions officer wants to hear. So it's important that you are authentic and consistent. At the same time though, the second thing is you want to be a little bit aspirational. Personal brands aren't just made up of kind of what you can do today, but also the future of the product, right? What it can become. So it is okay to incorporate some of that, but again, you want it to be authentic and consistent with the direction that you're heading. The last piece is figuring out the couple of messages that most resonate and capture who you are. As I mentioned before, you are not going to be able to share all of who you are in that application. So what are the 1 or 2 things that the admissions committee needs to know about you before making a decision? The last piece is around defining your personal brand. All of us have a personal brand right now. Even if you can't articulate your personal brand, you still have one. You have a product. You are you. You have substance. You have things that make you unique, whether or not you can articulate what those things are, and you are projecting out to other people. Now, your personal brand may not be consistent. Your personal brand in terms of what you're delivering to others may not be what you want to deliver, but it is there. So I encourage you to do 3 things. 1, begin to write down the substance of who you are. Write down the skills that you have, what you do well, the accomplishments that you've had, the experiences that you've gone through. What makes you you? What are the things that are important to you? Next, it's about what makes you unique. I've been able to uncover what makes me unique, frankly, with the help of a lot of other people. I found that others were able to see things in me, what made me special and what made me different and unique, better than I could see for myself. And often hearing what other people think of you, the good things that other people think of you, can help spark ideas that help you capture what makes you unique. But understand that over time, it's going to get refined, right? You're going to have different experiences. You're going to meet other people and say, oh, no, wait, that person actually is more that way. And maybe there's a little bit more nuance in my direction. For example, I've always said I'm a work hard, play hard person. When I talk about myself, I work hard, play hard. That's one of my kind of badge on my chest, work hard, play hard. I had a friend several years ago who stood up in front of a group talking about working hard, and she said, sleep is for the weak. That's when I realized that maybe I wasn't all work hard, play hard. Maybe I'm a work hard, play hard, sleep hard person, right? Because I have to get my sleep. I can go, but I need to get some sleep. So it's important that, again, that you continue to refine that so it reflects fully who you are. And then finally, it's about your marketing, how you communicate who you are and what makes you unique. So as an exercise, I encourage you to find one thing that you think may make you unique and start including it in the things that you say to people. I heard this from a very successful woman who works on Wall Street. So for example, I work hard, play hard. When you talk to people, incorporate that into your language. I had a great weekend. You know me, I work hard, play hard. Over and over. See if that impacts how people interact with you. Do you get invited to go out more? Do you get more projects? Whatever it is. What you'll see is that how you talk about yourself does strongly impact how others perceive you. I think you'd be surprised that often the language we use to talk about ourselves is not consistent with actually who we are. So try that out, see if it works for you. Personal brand is a huge topic, and so we've only begun to scratch the surface. I encourage you to visit diversitymbaprep.com to learn more about building a strong personal brand. As always, let us know if this information was helpful and if there's other information that we can provide. We're excited to be on this MBA journey with you. Be well.